how recovery is going for you.
Linda McDermott and her music therapist, Jim Borling, have been meeting for 20 years. Each one of their sessions starts like this, setting an intention.
My first session was, I have a hole in my soul. And I feel like I have a hole in my soul. And so kind of that was the intention, to see what's going on. That's the best I could do. So I grew up, through my childhood, every type of abuse that can happen happened. And I learned at the age probably 10 and a half, 11, to keep a liquor bottle in my room. Because when I did a shot of liquor, I didn't have to feel what had just happened or deal with that. So that continued on. I used, the main drugs I used were marijuana, cocaine, and alcohol. But I wasn't opposed to trying anything else as well, but that was my staple drugs.
McDermott says she never thought music could be a healing agent until she met Borling.
I'd always been interested in music as a child, and I can tell many stories of even being a child when I felt the expansiveness of music. I didn't have the vocabulary to describe that, but I realized there's something really special here.
Borling has been a music therapist for close to 40 years. He specializes in the Bonny method of guided imagery in music, which was developed by music therapist Helen Bonny.
So the Bonny method of guided imagery in music is, in its simplest terms, it's the combination of non-ordinary states of consciousness, and we could say that's deep relaxation, kind of an expanded sense of awareness, and intention that is a purposeful reason for entering into a session. Music, which is basically classical music, it may be Beethoven or Bach or Mozart, could be Chopin or Sibelius, or some intentional contemporary music. And the interaction of the guide and the traveler, or the therapist and client, in a way that encourages the spontaneous flow of imagery from within.
Borling holds contracts with local recovery facilities in Roanoke, Virginia, where he helps those battling addiction with the emotional and spiritual aspect of their recoveries.
So we're really working with expanded layers of healing that are profound and particular to the human experience. It might even take you to elements that we could call transpersonal. That is connection with something greater than ourselves. I can tell you that people with addictions are absolutely searching for that.
Sometimes when it would get really intense, the music would be like these drums and really loud, and you could just feel it through your whole body. I mean, I remember we had an hour session, and I think it went over a little bit, and I thought we were only doing it for 5 minutes. It was just incredible. So there's a lot, if you're open to it and you can just relax and bring it in, and then what it does is it just kind of stays with you. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, you can feel the difference in the shifts. What it means to me, to the core, is it saved my life emotionally. It saved my life emotionally. It gave me a place to start in a safe environment and a safe place to start being able to look at some things and to be accepting and to meet who Linda was. I didn't know who Linda was.
Reporting for VPM News Focal Point, I'm Keyris Manzanares.
Thank you for watching. Continue to follow Virginia news and stories by subscribing to our VPM YouTube channel.